Hey there friends, how's it going? My name is Frank and today we're looking at 3 stories from r/Entitledparents. And the first story I'll be reading is called Why is no one in this self-service bar serving me? Real quick, for everyone asking for a face reveal, I'll be doing so at 100,000 subscribers. We're currently at 5,108 at the time of recording this. I'm currently at a Polish film festival, and as I'm spending a lot of time on Reddit, I remembered a story that happened here 2 or 3 years back. I was a bystander and witnessed the whole thing. The main cast will consist of entitled mom, entitled dad, poor lady, manager. So this festival is kinda busy. Well, the town it takes place in is small, and there are lots of people here, especially on weekends. There are many restaurants and bars, and as you can imagine, they happen to be pretty crowded. My dad and I were eating lunch at a bar that had the following system. You go inside, order your food, get a number. Then you go outside, sit down, and when your food is done, they call your number out of a small window and you go to pick it up. Easy peasy, I thought. Now, it's summer, 30 degrees Celsius. The little room where you order is stuffed full. The ladies in the kitchen are looking like they're about to die. We're sitting next to the food window, so we witnessed the whole thing. Mind you, it was a while back, so I don't remember details, but that's about how it went down. Poor lady, the lady who was in charge of bringing the food to the window and shouting out the number, comes and yells, "Number 48, number 48, Klodnik, and insert dish I can't remember, number 48. For y'all who don't live in Poland, Klodnik is a cold beet soup. A lot of people order it because, well, it's cold. I don't remember what else was ordered, but this soup is important to the story. No one comes. Poor lady just placed the food on the windowsill and goes to tend the other orders. When she hands out another plate, she looks down at the food that's still on the sill and yells again, "Number 48, but nothing happens. It goes on like this for a few more moments. Poor lady shouts "Number 48, again and again. Her aura is radiating general fatigue. It must be so hot in the kitchen, and she's getting overly frustrated. At some point, entitled mom enters. Turns out she was sitting behind my dad and me the whole time, too busy talking to her husband and son to notice that her number was being called. As I've said, the people are super busy. Entitled mom walks up to the window and waits for poor lady. Entitled mom, "Excuse me, I've been waiting for our lunch for 45 minutes. I don't know if she really had to wait 45 minutes. The place was crowded, admittedly, but I ate there many times, also during the local rush hours, and never waited that long. Poor lady, what number are you? 48? I don't know how poor lady stays so calm. I'd punch her for that, especially regarding how pissed she seemed the last few times she yelled the number. Poor lady, that's your order." She points to the food on the windowsill. Entitled mom looks a bit distraught, but poor lady already disappears in the kitchen again, so she mutters something about awful customer service, takes the plates, and leaves. Not for long, apparently. I hear her son say, "Mommy, this is awful." A moment later, entitled mom is standing by the window again, holding the bowl of soup. Poor lady appears. Entitled mom, "Excuse me, this food is cold." "What do you mean?" "This soup, it's cold. You must have left it outside for too long." "It's 30 degrees. If anything, the soup got warmer. Besides, it's Klodnik, a soup that's supposed to be cold. Literally, that's the point. It's in the name of the soup. Klodnik equals Kladno, means cool in Polish. Quick note guys, I don't know if I'm hacking up the word Klodnik or not, but if I am, I'm sorry and you guys can criticize me in the comments. And if I'm pronouncing it right, then hooray. On with the story. Poor lady, this soup is supposed to be cold. "Well, my son wants it warm. Give me a new one now." "Ma'am, that's not possible." That's when entitled dad comes in with the second plate. Entitled dad, "This dish is also cold." Again, I don't remember what the other dish was. I guess if they were some pancakes or something, they could have indeed gotten a little dry or whatever. Poor lady, Ma'am, I called your number so many times. That is not acceptable. A place like this should not be selling food. I want 2 fresh meals now. During this conversation, poor lady wasn't getting any of the other food orders out, and I guess that caused a bit of commotion in the kitchen. So a guy, who I'll refer to as M, the manager, though he was only taking orders, I don't know if that place had a manager, he just seemed to have the most power, comes to the window. Manager: what's the problem here? This woman gave us cold food. Poor lady: I called their number many times. They just didn't pick it up, so it got cold. I'm not doing your job for you. I don't know if she was that stupid or just so entitled, because the system of the bar was pretty clear to anyone with an IQ above room temperature. How did she expect to pay 10 zloty, about $2.50 for the food, and get served like a friggin' queen? I don't know how they dealt with the Chlodnik incident. I think the kid picked another soup that was supposed to be warm, and entitled mom went through with her cause and got a whole new meal, plus an apology from manager. As they leave, I hear entitled mom say, "That's the worst customer service in name of town. We're not coming back here." I believe they did the place a favor by doing so. How dare you vape in a vape store? So this will hopefully be my last entitled story from the vape store. Fingers crossed. So for some context, I work in a pretty big vape store. There's some couches and tables for people to chill, and there's a room specifically for tricking, blowing rings and that sorts of stuff. We often get people who come in to chill, do some work, vape, and work on their tricks. This happened a while ago, but I remember most of it pretty clearly. Let's meet the cast: entitled mom, co-worker, and me. On with the story. I was busy helping another customer when entitled mother walked in, so she went to my co-worker's counter. Usually, I don't vape while I'm helping customers unless I'm testing a device or something, but if there's no customers at my counter, I'll vape and do a few tricks because I don't have anything better to do. So once my customer pays and leaves, I get my vape and start blowing a few rings and other really simple tricks at my counter. That's when entitled mom looks over to what I'm doing, frowns, and carries on with her purchase. Now, the employees are actually encouraged to try the tester juices so we can give our honest opinions on the flavors, and everyone who works here vapes, and the store is well ventilated, so it's really difficult to hotbox or even make the air hazy. So I walk to the test track and put one of my favorite juices on my dripper, type of atomizer, and carry on goofing off. That's when entitled mom walks up to me. I notice she hasn't paid for her things yet, but I figure she either wanted to know what flavor I was vaping or ask how I was doing the tricks, which is pretty common. Entitled mom: that smells nice. What is it? Oh, it's flavor name, and it's pretty good. Would you like to try it? I offer her my vape to take a pull, after cleaning the mouthpiece with an alcohol wipe, at which she makes a face but still tries it. It's nice, but really not my thing. I noticed you're using the store tester. Isn't that illegal? Yes, she actually said illegal. Me: no ma'am, it's actually encouraged so the employees know the flavors and give more honest opinions on the juices. The more we know, the more we can help. But it's very rude to vape when there's customers. What if there's children? Children shouldn't really be in a vape store, and it would also be pretty weird if you weren't allowed to vape in a vape store. Besides, this is also a vaping lounge. Anyone can come in here and vape. Customers can vape in here, but you can't. The owners of the store don't mind the employees vaping, especially since everyone working here vapes. Everyone can vape here whenever they want, employee or customer. And if someone has a child with them, will you still vape around kids? You'll be setting a horrible example. I'd still vape since their parents are clearly here for a reason. If you come in here with your kid to buy vape stuff, I feel you're setting a worse example than a vape store employee vaping in a vape store. I'm a random stranger. You're the parent and their role model. Your actions are more obvious to them than some stranger doing their job. Are you calling me a bad parent? No, you're the one who brought parenting into this. I'd rather you vape around children than smoke cigarettes since there's virtually no danger on secondhand smoke. It's still rude and irresponsible of you to vape here, especially since you're doing tricks and children will think it's cool. It encourages them to smoke. Coworker: Ma'am, everything is set up. Can you please pay for your things? At this point, another customer walked in and entitled mom went to pay for her stuff. She waited a few minutes to carry on our discussion, but gave up when she saw I was purposely taking long with my customer. You only have one kid. I have 3. Let me cut you in line for the plane. I don't care if you miss it. So this mom with a teen, a kid, a baby in the line for the luggage check-in started telling everyone to let her cut in line because I have 3 children to take care of. Why can't you make it easy for a hustling mother? She then got to where me and my mom were, and she started yelling at us to let her cut in line. We didn't let her because we were already late. My mom told her, I understand that you have 3 kids and whatnot, but we've been standing in line just as long as you, if not longer, and we're about to miss the plane, so stop it. The entitled mom then proceeded to shout at my mom for about 5 minutes straight, as my mom shut her up in the middle. We just shrugged it off and kept going. Our flight was delayed, so we had some time. A little while later, I find a passport on the floor which looked like it belonged to entitled mom. Her name was then called on the PA, telling her to urgently board her flight because it was about to take off. She missed her flight. I simply put her passport in the lost and found. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button and drop a comment below to please the oh so lovely YouTube algorithm. And if you're new here, subscribe for daily videos. See you tomorrow.